Hello, I am Teresa Craftygrams. Welcome to the craft lair. Today I have gathered a lot of sort of scrap pieces of paper, and it's time to purge my allotted space of this size craft papers. It's getting full, it's overflowing, and I will have to start not keeping my scraps because that's the rule. Once you run out of space for a certain thing, you can't bring any more in. That's the rule. So I have here some of those scraps, and what I thought I would do with them is make tags. Tags, just tags. No decorating, no waffling, just tags. So come along for the ride. I have, most of these are not double-sided, and they're all different weights. Like this is a heavier scrapbook weight paper. This is just a, copy paper weight scrapbook paper. So, in order to not bore y'all to tears, I am going to glue, like I thought I would glue these two, this very lightweight and this better weight paper back to back, and the back side, either on, probably this side would be really good for journaling. Most of them, however, for the back sides of them, I brought along these scraps of lovely dyed papers. I have no idea where I got them from. I did not dye them myself, so I have no idea what they're dyed with or dyed from. But it's a lovely, and I guess the word for the day is lovely. They're a very nice feeling, I don't even know how to describe them. They're not heavyweight, but they just have a nice texture to them. That's all I can say about them. So I'm going to glue these like sandwiches to the backs of, to the backs of the blank pages, or to the side of the page that is blank. That way they'll be much better for aesthetic purposes as well as journaling purposes. So that is what the plan is. I have here a lovely piece of fresh glue page and all of these beautiful papers that there's just not enough left of individually to really do much with. Like these are scraps from a photo album that I made. That I don't know, but it apparently has been at least coffee sprayed on the back of it, so I might just leave that one as is. That'll be fine with a little bit of, that around the inking around the edges of it. So, yeah, I am going to pause while I do the gluing, because that is so not the fun part of any project. But I will be right back with some, it's not sandwiched actually, because there's only two pieces. You can't make a sandwich with just two pieces of anything. Anyway, I'll be back with some glued pages to use then to cut down into tags. Okay, so it's gonna be FanTAGstic. Wait for it. Y'all, it finally happened to me. Sorry, there's the light. I just did what I thought was a recording of making these lovely tags and a couple of journal cards for today's video. However, I wasn't recording. So I spent a whole, 45 minutes or so talking to myself. Which, is essentially what happens when I am recording, but at least I'm recording, right? So Now we're going to go ahead and decorate some of these with whatever's laying around my desk. So in sifting through this bucket, this is my whatever's laying around my desk bucket, I found another tagged shape, something or something else I could make into a tag shape. So I'm fitting to do that. Oh, that's a word down here in the South, fitna. It means getting ready to, fixing to, but fitna, getting ready to. I wonder what I could do with that little leftover bit of something. Anyway, we'll see. So this is very thin. That one already has a backing on it. This is very thin. I'm going to go ahead and glue it to something over here. Yeah, this. It's the whatever of a book page. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this down a little bit. I have no idea what the printables were for this. They look to be something from Tina, Shabby Dabby Doodah. And I'm just going to use that side of it. Go ahead and glue that. And then I can get busy and decorate some. Now, in the other video, I was talking about how Cindy at Scrap Brat had done a video on using a piece of something she got at the Dollar Tree. I don't even remember what she said, but it was clear. And so she would put it over her item she was decorating, and in that case it was a tag, and arrange her decorative elements, you know, however she wanted to, you know, without gluing them down, like sort of a test, and then lift the whole plastic doodad with the decorative elements in it, so that they were exactly where she wanted them to be when she went to glue them down, which I personally think is probably a little bit of genius, because I do that all the time. I'll put things where I want them and then start, you know, take them off and then start trying to remember where I wanted them, and I would just not get them. Not only would I not get them exactly where I originally had them, but they wouldn't, a lot of the time they wouldn't look nearly as good as all of my fussing around had them. Well, that didn't fold straight at all. Let's try this again. Well, you know what? That's just going to be however it's going to be, because that's c'est la vie, right? And now this is going to fit in there. It is. It was going to be too thick to fit in there, was my fear. Let me see if I can do this a little bit differently. Well, alrighty. Let's see what that looked like. Yeah, man. Not much different than when you smoosh it all in there. In fact, this looks quite a bit messier. Let's see if I can tidy it up without ruining the effect of the whole thing. I'm so left-handed, it's sad. Sorry, I have to concentrate on this. This is brain surgery here. Let's see if this one will fit in. Nope. I don't know why, I'm just really liking the idea of the folded in half tag thing. So this one, I might actually fold it in half too. No, it's too short and fat that way. So let me get my handy dandy high dollar tagging tool and cut the tag corners. There's a name for making this kind of corner, but I don't know what it is. So it's just going to be tagging it up in my little world. Because I am the supreme ruler of my little world, and don't tell Penny I said that. Penny is my dog. Alright, so let me round these, because that's what I like to do. I like to round with the smallest angle. I like to round the bottoms of the tags. I don't know. There's not supposed to be any rules in junk journaling, but I need rules. I need rules. Otherwise, it's just chaos and anarchy around here. No, otherwise I can't make a decision. If I'm left to my own devices, I have a very hard time making decisions. And I just, you know, I am what I am. I'm not Popeye or a Sailor Man, but I am what I am. I don't know why I'm cutting this. I don't know what it's supposed to be used for. It's too narrow for anything basically but a belly band. So maybe that's what it'll be, a belly band. Yeah, there's words there. I was trying to figure out which way was up, right side up. I don't think that's square at all. Oh, nope, not at all. Let's try making it square. Yeah, I discovered, much to my dismay, that the reason that so many of my pages in the start to finish album are because I do not hold the paper all the way square up at the... Yep. That's me. That is me. I am just not square. Okay, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know why I spent that much time on it, but there it is. And I don't like how big this is. I just don't. So I think I'm going to cut some off of the bottom of it and make that little bit of label or something. And now I'm going to re-round all of it. Okay, now let's see what we can do with whatever's on the desk. I'm going to start with this giant tag first because that's a lot of real estate to cover. I have several of them that are a lot of real estate to cover. This is actually coffee stained coffee filter. Because, I mean, I drink coffee, don't get me wrong, but I don't use a basket filter. I use a Keurig-like machine, only it's a Ninja. Yeah, but it's a single serve. Definitely a single serve. Because it is just myself. Well, I mean, it's my cat and dog too, but neither of them are really big coffee drinkers, so, you know. So, yeah. I'm the only coffee drinker in the house. But I do, and my daughter asked me that, why do you have coffee filters? Because I need them for crafting. I didn't tell her that part, but she probably figured it out. She's a bright girl. So, yeah, we're going to start with this because I don't know what else to do. Whoop. glue stick is about at its end, but you know what? That's okay. I have another one already sitting here, ready to serve at a moment's notice. And yeah, ready to go. He says, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Okay. Oh, now it's stuck to my fingers. Why did I do that? Well, it was still gluey. Ugh. That bothers me so much. Oh, yay. All right. Phew. I was not going to be able to move on until that was removed from my fingers. All right, so let's see what else is in the basket of goodies we get to play with. Yeah, we'll just dig through till we find something that's rather cute. What about this? I have no idea where any of this stuff came from, so you'll just have to forgive me for that. But like I said, this is just pulling from whatever is on my desk. Poked out flowers. I mean punched, whatever. Interesting. Just trying to see if I have more of those. I have that one. Those are blue on that side there now. Oh, what's this? Wait, what have we here? That's rather cute. Okay. I have to ink this up. I have to. Sorry, excuse my arm. Yeah, it's just, you know. I feel safe using the vintage photo on this kind of stuff because it will pretty much go with everything that I construct, or the majority of things that I make can be made with other elements that are inked with vintage photo as well. Like maybe not the junk journal or the grungy journal kind of thing, but it can be made to work. Sure it can. And then I will, I don't know what I'm saying. I will customize it when I pull it to use it. Right now it'll go in my ephemera ready to use box. Yep, that's what'll happen. We can make that work. Why can't I put things back in this pocket? Woo! This is tea bag. This is why I don't like to just start sticking things down, but I do that all the time. Let me see what else, because yeah. I do it to myself all the time. Ugh. It's made it just enough tacky. And that glue, after it dried, it made it just tacky enough where it won't let me slide that tea bag under it. I think I like it going along the top better. Just take this piece off here. Okay. Stay. I'm gonna re-glue this. So that I can catch this. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't ink that. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Everybody's fine. It's fine. Yeah, a little emergency gluage here. And smoosh it down. And smoosh. And smoosh. And smoosh. And smoosh. Sorry. Wow. I don't exercise. Where was that coming from? Okay. I need something with color, but I don't like to put color on them because I don't know what color. I mean, honestly, how many times can I say color? Oh yeah, these are definitely Shabby Dabby Doodah. These, I have no idea what paper set or what. But those are definitely Shabby Dabby Doodah Butterfly. I know that. That's too much pink on that yellow. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, woman. See, this is why I don't decorate on camera. It causes too much faffing around. Too much faffing around goes on. Is that pink in the butterfly okay with the yellow? Sure. And this butterfly is already a sticker. It's a sticker. It has words on the back of it. Yeah, the first sticker paper I got to use in my printer was, didn't have anything on the back of it. Let me tell you how many times I printed on the wrong side of that orange sticker paper. It made me crazy. Well, I mean, it didn't single-handedly make me crazy, but it did not. It did not help me. It did not help my sanity. What was left of it. What remained of my sanity was fragile. Not much better now, though, actually. Nope. Okay, that's 2. 2 in what, 20 minutes? Yeah. Let's see. Let's do these. It's a bit drastic, but I like it. I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but I like that. I don't know. Let's see. You stay there. No ink yet. I mean, no glue yet. I know what I mean. Hang on now, hang on. I like that very much, very much, very good, very good, very good. That is quite bold, but I like it. Yeah, see, I've crafted myself into a tiny oval here. Once again, excuse you, please. Okay. Just gonna cut off whatever overhangs. Boy, this little bit of glue stick I thought I was going to be running out of any second. It's sure hanging on in it. This is not a sticker. It is a sticker. Look at that. Woohoo. All right, everything stopped sticking to my fingers. There. I really, really like that. Cutie, cute, cute, cute. That little piece of doily made a lot of difference, in my humble opinion. I'm just tossing things over here to the side like I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that's really because I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, that's way too big for that. This is not. Where's that? Doesn't look like music paper now, but it's definitely a delicious color. And that would probably just be enough for that. I'll have this tiny piece of player piano music paper forever, because all I ever do is take tiny, tiny chunks out of it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. This is a vellum tag I purchased at, I don't know, Joanne Michael's Hobby Lobby. One of them. And then coffee dyed. So, yeah. So I'm just going to put this. Let's see. It does have actual numbers on it. Like this. Wait a minute. Like that. That was really silly, and probably not necessary because, you know, man on a galloping horse would never know the difference and all that kind of stuff, but ain't no men on galloping horses here. It's just me. Right, so I guess now I need to find something to tie that together with, or else they're going to get separated. Right, so let me get my bucket of little bits and pieces. I'm right here just on the other side of the table, which, by the way, I have cleared off and made my Etsy space. Yep. I had the brilliant idea of using that tub that had Happy Planner stuff in it. If you watched my update video, I have all of my Etsy stuff in there, so it is up off the floor, and the table is clear, so I can use it for photographing. Yeah. Really, really proud of that ridiculous little stuff, but, you know, baby steps. Baby steps. Even a baby step forward is a step forward. Right. So, let's cut them off a little bit shorter. Since it's a short, stumpy tag, we'll make it a shorter string. Oh, and that worked horribly. There we go. Okay, that's cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with it other than use it as a decoration. I don't think it's going to be like a functional space, but it's okay. It's fine. I don't know what I want to do with that yet. So let's do one of these. That one. Oh, I love that paper. Love that paper. Now let's see what I can cover it up with. Ooh, that is an authentic vintage calling card. I need that for one of the big pockets, and I can make another pocket out of it. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and, so I don't forget that that's the plan, I'm going to go ahead and glue this around like a U for a pocket, and I didn't ink it. Doesn't really need to be inked because it is authentically discolored, I guess. It has been aged. Naturally aged. Like me. Naturally aged. Okay, I'm just old. I admit it. I am just old. It's okay, not everybody gets to live to be old. Boy, I do like some polka dots. I'm looking over here at all this paper. It's got polka dots on it. That's a definite maybe. What about this? That doesn't fit in there, but I could make that like that. Swinging. I don't know. Anyway, back to this pinky guy. Girl. I guess it's a girl. Has to be a girl that's pink, right? Let's just dig. Old Digger Dan. Is that too much flowery? Is there such a thing? Oh my gosh, I love that. I don't know where that came from. I think I got it in Happy Meal. Maybe I cut it out of a piece of scrapbook paper. I don't know, but I love it. Love it. And yeah, I'm going to use it right there. Just like that. Maybe a piece of coffee dyed doily. because I do love the doilies. And it sort of echoes the lace there. Oh my gosh, I love that. Just like that, just like that, and just like that. No waffling required. I love that. Oh wow. Just looked at that glue paper and realized I had smooched all the glue right through the holes of the doily. That's all right. I reused it. Or used it. I recovered it. Recovered it. There we go. I did not ink that, but it's okay too. I really like that. That must be like a record time for me to make decisions, and yep. Yep. All right. Let's figure out what I'm going to do with this little Miss Pinky girl. Just a skosh too wide, but I can put her that way. Put her there. That's cute. Where's another butterfly? Please have another butterfly in here. Ooh, wait, what's this? Oh, wait, what's this? That can definitely be used somewhere. But I really want there to be another butterfly, but I guess there's not. Come here so I can dig properly. Not another butterfly. There's a tiny butterfly. Like this. That might work. That's a possibility. That's this. That's blue. Okay. Let's see what I have cooking here. I can do that either that way or that way. I think I like that way. Okay. Back in the waiting area. Yeah, this is another piece of something that was just laying around. too much. I think it's too much pattern. Let's do a little piece of my gorgeous and trying so hard not to hoard Hebrew paper. I love this paper. This whole little book makes my little crafty heart happy. Okay. I'm just going to take a little piece of this. I think I'm just going to leave it there till I figure out how much of it I need to tear off at the bottom. Be very, very gentle. I hope that's right. Let's see, here's where I need that clear something or another. And then I am just going to tear this off. And am I getting rid of that? No, no I am not. All right, I'm going to ink this. This, I believe, is a sticker. I mean, I could be wrong. It has happened once or twice before. I'm going to use this stuff because it is very thick. And I say it all the time, if this is a piece of a religious book, I am so sorry. I mean, no disrespect. I am trying to cherish it and have it carry on in some small way. I'll probably end up saying something like that every time I use a piece of it because I really absolutely mean no disrespect. I'm going to glue these to each other first. These little flowers were made with a lovely punch that I have. It punches and embosses all in one swoop, and I love it. I'll show it to you in a second. It's one of my favorite crafty finds on Amazon. It was a bit spendy for a paper punch, but you know, some things just, you know, earn their keep. They earn their place in your very limited, very prime real estate. I have two of them actually, and they're both flowers, and they're both in here, I promise. There they are. These guys. That's one of them, and this is the one. This is this one. I love them. There's other designs. There's one that's like a button and maybe a stamp. I mean, there's at least two more, and you know, I'll get there eventually. I will get there. I will own them as I can. Boy, I really like that little one too. Really like that. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely at the end of our time limit, so I will say thank you for watching. I'm really happy I ended up recording one of the two that I attempted. Thanks for joining me, and I hope I'll see you again. Well, I hope you'll join me again on Friday for Flip Through Friday, and I'll think of something else to do too. So, in the meantime, have a great rest of your week, rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Craft and joy, y'all. Bye.